Now, foreign ministers of the SCO are meeting in Goa to discuss regional security matters, including adding Iran and Belarus to the grouping. Amid fractured East-West relations, India, which holds the chairmanship of both the G20 major economies and the SCO this year, is treading a diplomatic tightrope. The Shanghai Cooperation Organisation is an intergovernmental organization founded in Shanghai. On the 15th of June 2001, the team of India's 2023 chairmanship is secure SCO. India attaches special importance to SCO in promoting multilateral political, security, economic and people-to-people interactions in the region. Now, the SCO pursues its policy based on the principles of sovereignty and territorial integrity of nations and non-interference in internal affairs. Pakistan's foreign minister is attending the SCO meeting. Bilawal Bhutto-Zardari is the first Pakistani foreign minister to visit India since 2011. New Delhi has consistently stressed the need for Pakistan to take credible, irreversible and verifiable action to end cross-border terrorism against India. India expects Pakistan to fulfill assurances given at the highest level in 2004 and also reiterated several times that territory under its control would not be allowed to be used for terrorism. Here's what the Indian Foreign Minister said at the SCO meet. Listen in.
There can be no justification for terrorism, and it must be stopped in all its forms and manifestations, including cross-border terrorism.
Sergei Lavrov's visit is the third high-level visit from Russia in the last 3 weeks. Remember, Russian Deputy Prime Minister Denis Manotorov and Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu visited New Delhi recently. The Indian Foreign Minister and his Russian counterpart held bilateral talks yesterday. Russian Foreign Ministry said a trust-based exchange of views took place. India has long-standing ties with Russia and has so far not condemned the Russian invasion of Ukraine. However, last year, Prime Minister Modi told Putin that this is not a time for war. Ties between India and China have seen a steep fall since 2020 clash in Galwan Valley. Wang Yi, now China's top diplomat, visited New Delhi last year and met Indian counterpart S. Jaishankar. And in March, China's new foreign minister Xi Gang attended the G20 meeting in New Delhi. S. Jaishankar held bilateral talks with Xi Gang yesterday. The Indian minister said focus remains on resolving outstanding peace issues and ensuring peace and tranquility at the borders. Since its inception, the SCO has mainly focused on regional security issues and the fight against terrorism, separatism and extremism. Priorities of the grouping also include regional development. The SCO has been an observer in the UN General Assembly since 2005. In 2010, the UN and SCO Secretariat signed a joint declaration on cooperation. In April 2010, the United Nations and SCO Secretariat signed a joint declaration on the same. For more on this, joining us live from Goa is our principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibal. Now, Siddhant, thank you so much for joining us. What can you tell us of the meet today? What are the key focus areas?
Well, the meet is underway even as we speak. In fact, there will be a briefing by the Indian Ministry of External Affairs at around 6:30 p.m. local time here in Goa. Now, we know that the Indian External Affairs Minister has clearly set out the agenda, pointing out Afghanistan, cross-border terrorism, the usage of English at the SCO grouping as key focus areas, but essentially it's the consensus that India is keen to form on issues like connectivity and counterterrorism that is dominating the agenda here. Now, whatever happens at the foreign ministers meeting feeds into the summit that happens in the month of July in Delhi, and what the focus area has been on the expansion, modernization of the grouping. Belarus and Iran become full-fledged member of the grouping in the month of July. And today we will see 4 pacts being signed with countries like Maldives, Myanmar, UAE and the Kuwaiti government as well when it comes to they becoming dialogue partners. So essentially an important day in terms of the expansion of the grouping.
That being said, of course, as I mentioned earlier, the Pakistan foreign minister is in India for the SCO meet as well. What can you tell us of the significance of that?
Well, the Pakistani foreign minister is in Goa, in fact, for last almost 20 hours. It's a very short visit, but it's part of Pakistan's commitment to the multilateral grouping, the SCO grouping. Pakistan became member of the grouping in 2017, and we have seen both India and Pakistan, in fact, became members in 2017, and both countries have been regular participants of the grouping's meeting. Now, the only difference this time is the meeting is happening in India, and both Pakistan and India have been arch rivals. So essentially, the visit is seen in that context as well. But India has clearly stated that cross-border terrorism remains a big worry for New Delhi and has sent out message in the past and today as well that cross-border terrorism is something that there should be action on cross-border terrorism, something that India hasn't seen so far. So in terms of the bilateral aspect of the relationship, India and Pakistan, no movement ahead. But in terms of the multilateral grouping, this is part of the ongoing engagement by both India and Pakistan.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.